topics around youth world. As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be. Hello, good evening and welcome to the program Youth Arena on Freetown Television Network, channel 35, and on Freetown Radio 90.5 FM. As always, Youth Arena is the program that looks into and discusses the problems that are affecting young people in society, ranging from social, emotional, political, and economic problems in society. We also give the podium to young people to showcase their talent and innovative skills. I am your host, Cecilia alias Sesay. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. As young people, we go through so many challenges and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education, and entertainment. And for far too long, you have been looking for that platform to showcase all those things. Oh well, here is the platform that gives you the opportunity to voice out the problems that are affecting you in your society and to showcase your talents and innovative skills. Join the conversation on Youth Arena with Cecilia alias Sesay every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. on Freetown Television Network, channel 35, as I bring you interesting stories and topics around youth world. Welcome back. This is Youth Arena, and in today's arena we are going to be talking about social entrepreneurship and innovation. What is social entrepreneurship? Well, entrepreneurship is all about recognizing a problem and finding a solution to make a change in society. Well, the change might not be instant, it might be a lifetime process to make things better. And today in this platform, we're going to be discussing various of things about entrepreneurship and why youth should engage in entrepreneurship. We're also going to be discussing about innovation, which includes creativity. You think about something and then you create something to make a change in society and solve a problem. And to discuss this in the studio, I have two gentlemen with me. I have one person who is Peter Temple, the CEO of Level 2 Company Limited, and he's here with us to talk about entrepreneurship. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening. Thanks for having me here.
Yes, I also have with me Doherty Derrick, who is an innovator, young innovator who has just taken his WAS exam and thought it fit that he needs to exercise his creativity skills, and is here today to tell us about the things he has innovated. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I start with you, Mr. Peter Temple. Now, there is this entrepreneurship thing, right? A lot of people do not know what entrepreneurship is. A lot of people think it's just about business, making profits, making a lot of profits, and think they need to enrich themselves. Tell us what's your understanding about entrepreneurship.
It's a different traffic when it comes to entrepreneurship, because whatsoever medium, firstly, there is this thing that I want to say. An entrepreneur, you being an entrepreneur, is different from you being a businessman. Because you being an entrepreneur, you're a risk taker. It's either going to heaven or you're going to hell. And that's the honest truth. Because at the end of the day, you want to start your business and you don't have the set capital. You start thinking, how am I going to start my business? I have the business ideas. What skills? What mitigation am I going to put just for my business, just for my knowledge, my creativity, as Doherty here is an innovator. You just want to see how you want to take a risk. And then at the end of the day, you have one evil, one good saying, you can do it, you can do it. And then you decide to take the risk. For my own part, as an entrepreneur, I started my business with 100,000 euros. Just imagine a company. That is, you know, it's a risk taking. But at the end of the day, out of my 24 skills that I learned in entrepreneurship, there's one key thing that's always brought within me, that is focus. You know, and as an entrepreneur, I fail so many times. I do not fail because I want to fail. I fail to learn new things. So that makes you a good entrepreneur. That is, whatever you're doing in terms of your skills and knowledge in entrepreneurship, you need to learn from them. And by learning from those skills, those techniques, those amplify you doing within yourself, you'll be able to set it out to other young people that are also coming up. Entrepreneurship it's a huge thing. It's a new thing in Sierra Leone that I can say for free, because not everybody wants to take the risk.
Sure.
You know, we all like saying, I'm going to office and then I'll go sit down. You know, AC they bang me and the stuff. Nobody wants to get to the field and do work. You know, and as an entrepreneur, one thing about your own life, it's just like today you're going to eat. You don't know whether if you get accident, whether you get accident, and that's the honest truth. So if you want to get out from your comfort zone as an entrepreneur, you just need to get out there and make it. If you're going there for a while, make it wow. And Sierra Leone as a whole, the level of entrepreneurship is not that too rigid. You know, it's not clear for now. So as a company, since we are based on ICT and we want to see how we can link it up to social entrepreneurship, we decided to develop something of which my manager would definitely debunk on. We use more time to get back to such platform when, you know, subsequent time will be needed for such an interview. But I'll just give an intro. But basically, we look at the ecosystem in Sierra Leone of entrepreneurship. It's just like 0.1%. You know, it's not really. Just imagine the president's statement, you know, at the convocation at the National Stadium. He's saying that you need to get out there as an entrepreneur to develop. You see the idea? That's
where I want to come in. Just a few weeks ago, we saw in the graduation ceremony that took place at the National Stadium, wherein we had thousands of young people who graduated with wonderful degrees. Right, some with honors, generals, and whatsoever. They graduated after 4 years in university. And there was this speech, the speech that was given by the President, His Excellency, wherein he spoke about entrepreneurship. You know, these side talks that usually happen when someone is speaking and the congregation, when you're among the congregation, because I happened to witness that graduation. And then those people that graduated were like, oh, what are we doing with entrepreneurship? After 4 years in university, what is this president telling us about entrepreneurship? Meaning there are no jobs for us. How do you inculcate the habit of entrepreneurship into young people? Because they actually don't believe in entrepreneurship. Just like you rightly said, they believe to sit in an office where they have AC and they're feeling very comfortable. How do we change their mindset about entrepreneurship?
It's very simple. As an entrepreneur, one thing you need to know is to understand yourself. Trust me. Because if you don't master your infidelity, you know, there will be no case where you definitely cascade your own self-information that people can buy it. That's just a hopeful situation. Because, like for me as an entrepreneur, I'm a stick, I'm a fighter. Just imagine, I should be at the office, you have the AC and stuff. You know, everybody wants to have that big thing. Nobody wants to start small or stuff like that. But the mindset is, I've gone through this whole process of graduation. My mom paid my school fee from school fee. Let's take from the primary school. From primary school, you go to the secondary school. Later you go to the junior. Later you go to the senior secondary. Later you go to university. Okay. And when you've graduated from the university, you're still at home. You know, at home doing what? Sitting down, idling, talking, making all sort of bragging things here. The government is not doing this, the government is not doing that. What are you doing? You start to allow the ingenuity in you to start thinking. My paper, is it for nothing or is it for something? My manager, he's a graduate. I told my graduate, not in Sierra Leone, but the whole idea is, what am I going to do with what I have? Forget about the paper. Take it off. And then start thinking, what am I going to build? Is it that I'm just going to use an example, this box. Am I going to create a box that people can definitely buy, but my own box has its own design? You start having the entrepreneurship spirit of building what is inside of you, the inner man, start building new ideas, new tricks. Trust me, by the time you know it, you've gone big. Because you take for an example, let me just make an example for Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. You know, he started from a blog at school, but if you see the trend there, 8.1 billion users is moving up front globally. You find out, one, he never gives up. Two, his mentality changes, because at the end of the day, he said to himself, I need to achieve what I want to achieve. But in Sierra Leone, the mentality, we need to change that, the way we see it. Trust me, I used to see with people, young people, and my whole life is to sit with young people, to listen to them. Because I've passed through all those levels of creativity as he has passed through. It's just that, you know, level changes, but even though it's just the same way of creativity. You know, when you sit, there are some certain guys that I used to sit around with, and they start thinking, Mr. P, nothing not doing in the country. I was like, okay, something in the country, what do you mean for do? What do you for do? We start thinking, how are we going to solve this problem? You think for yourself. Every blessed day, that's okay, end discussion. Because no sooner I ask you, what are you going to do to solve the problem? Mr. P, Mr. P, end discussion for me. But that's the truth. What are you going to do? Are you going to solve the problem? We are not fortunate to be like the ones who are born with the best spoon in their mouth. We struggle for it. We struggle for it. Well, at the end of the day, what matters is, as an entrepreneur, coming up, my mentality changes. My character, it changes. The way I think, the way I do things, the way I implement, everything changes for good. So that tells you, if I can do it, how about you sitting down, a graduate? You can do the same thing. Even if you're not a graduate, you can do something more than what I'm doing right now. Just imagine as a company, let's say for example, L2 company, it's an ICT firm, and we've been in business for like 2 years now. We are just coming up as an institution, but the way we think is different. Now L2 has a branch in terms of new face that operates with entrepreneurship, because as an ICT firm, we don't really equip on entrepreneurship, even though the brain behind everything is based on entrepreneurship. You see, like my manager is very young, a graduate. He's an entrepreneur. He has his own skills, his own ideas. We see how we can put things together. There are some times when we used to sit, we brainstorm like 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. You know, going home. Just imagine, responsible man, you have your family, you stay at office till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning hours, just to brainstorm, just to think of creative things that will benefit people that are coming aboard. What we decided to do is to create a free website for SMEs, for institutions. Just imagine you are sitting down, you are thinking, I want to start a business. Well, how am I going to start a business? Okay.
Now, hold on. You're going to tell us how you started that business. Let's hear from you.
Okay.
Young innovator, coming from high school, having sat through your WAS exam, and then how did you develop that idea of becoming an innovator? Where did you start?
Okay, well, for me, the whole idea of an innovator is to solve problems. For example, our country is left behind in terms of science, engineering, in all aspects. So we need people like us who will look at the issues and say, hey, I'm going to do something new, I'm going to bring a different. So I look at my country, Sierra Leone. Okay, for us in the cities, we are okay a bit in terms of energy. But to go outside Freetown, you see houses. That means no energy, no nothing. People out there are in need of energy. So I say, hey, I'm an innovator. This is the issue. There are people out there, kids out there who needs to study, who needs light. There are families out there who needs to do a lot with energy. But if we're saying we're going to wait for NP or ETSA to power all those houses, that day, it's far away, it's far off. So we need to create our own means. For now, we are looking at China, at India, at all other nations who are coming. What they did was invest in people who have ideas, get me? And at the end of the day, these ideas can be back in the countries. So if we say we are going to buy everything from the Western world, these ones are expensive and are very difficult to maintain. So why can't we use our own resources and solve our own issues, solve our own problems?
So how did you started with your innovation? What was the first thing you innovated? What was involved in that innovation?
Okay.
Like what you use, how did it came about, the whole idea?
Okay. The whole idea was I want to build a device that can produce greener energy. As the world is now, almost everywhere in the world are saying, hey, climate change, warming, and so forth. So now, I look at my country, we have sun, we have waterfall system, we have everything we need to produce our own energy. So, around 2017, I was going to an article there. It says that Africa has enough sun to power the entire Africa and even half of Europe with just solar energy and wind energy. Imagine, Africa is very, very hot. So if we invest in greener energy, my guy, in 5 to 10 years, there will be no home in Africa or even Sierra Leone without energy. So I built my idea on building energy without fossils, like fuels or other stuff that pollutes the air. So I built a device that uses solar or even wind power to produce energy. Yes. So also the main idea is that it produces energy from the wind or the sun, because I want to move away from the ancient means, like how powering the energy stuff with fossil fuels. Yeah. So I built my own device. It works on free energy per se. Yes. Mainly it uses solar and windmill to produce energy. So at 2018, I began to build my gen, but at that time I was in high school. You know the pressure, hey, exam, study, you have was going to school every day, yeah, and also you have families who say, oh, you are not serious. Your friends are doing this, why don't you do this? I say, no, I'm more into this. This is what I want, yes, to become. Yeah, this is my own dream. Yeah, so I have to wait until.
For the sake of young people watching you,
yeah,
how did you overcome those people who looked at you and said you're not serious? Because yes, I could remember a case in Ghana where this person was just going about in the streets picking waste plastics, and eventually made that into something else. Now it looks crazy for you to be going around the street to pick waste plastics. Same way as people looked at you and said you are idle, or you're not serious. Friends, family, how did you overcome that?
For me, I said I have a dream and I'm seeing what I want to see. So the world will show you a different picture, that this is how life should be, this is how you should think. But I say, hey, I'm the master of my own ship. I have to focus my mind to be what I want to be, not what the world say, hey, this is how you should be. Yeah. So my word out there to people out there who want to be like me is that keep on track, keep chasing your dream. If people say you can't be this, say, hey, I'm going to be this. And also, when people say I can't do this, for me it boosts me up. Why? Because when people say, hey, you can't do this, I look at means, all possible means to do that. Hey, I will say, hey, you guys, you say I can't be this, now I'm this. Yeah, because me, I love challenge. I love people who say, hey, you can't do this. Yeah. So when people say you can't be that, you can't be, hey, you are going to do that same thing with all your mind. That, hey, at the end of the day, you said I can't be this, but now I'm what I said I want to be. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get back to you. You have to show us some of these things that you've innovated.
Yeah, okay.
Over to you, Mr. Peter. As an entrepreneur, you developed a website after graduating for you not to sit just like that and lazy around. How did you started to get that business on board? How did you started to develop the website? Tell us your story about that.
Well, basically, people that do know me, you know, I've been an innovator for years in Sierra Leone.
He's my boss.
You know, I've done some crazy cool technology in Sierra Leone.
Oh, really?
Of course, yeah.
It's your boss?
Yeah.
No wonder you both are wearing uniform. I thought I was talking to the same person when you came.
Yeah.
No problem.
You know, I've done some crazy things here in Sierra Leone, and also invited in China for, you know, holding things, you know, which I have a technology that they wanted. You know, it's crazy. I can use that statement because people don't really know, especially we don't know what we have
in Africa.
Not Africa as a whole. Africa countries are more developed. We don't know what we have in Sierra Leone because trust me, you see young people like for me, I develop an X-ray glasses that scans your up and down. There is nobody who has developed such in Sierra Leone. That I can tell anybody for free. I'm the first brain box who invented such technologies. Before even the X-ray glasses came into existence. You know, just imagine way back 2010, I developed a water resistant keyboard. 2011 to 12, Samsung developed a water resistant keyboard. So there are a lot of potent within my ideas. So, and I start thinking, what is going on? You know, there's a lot of things within me that I need to reach out with. And I cannot sit with those ideas and start, you know, dreaming or eating. It's about acting. You know, so I had to take the screen that was playing in front of me and start acting upon them, one at a time. One at a time.
Earlier on, you said you started at your business with 100,000 yuans. Please, I want to learn how to turn 100,000 yuan into billions of yuans. Yeah. Tell me how that's made.
It's very simple. Firstly, your knowledge of handling your finance is one of the most important things. For me, I'm a very stingy person.
Really?
No, honestly speaking, because you see, let's just take off and then I cooked. There's this story when people that tell me what full man. I don't know anybody that was full, but they can say what full man. You understand? It fits. Nice shop. They get everything for they eat. You understand? They get everything inside that shop. For they just take milk and they just drink and they feel okay.
If your girlfriend is watching this show, your girlfriend needs to wise up. Are you stingy or you are economically wise up?
No. No, it's not. Honestly, listen, it's the honest truth. If you want to start, if you want to grow, if you want to move from the archaic way of doing things to an entrepreneur, you need to master your finance. You need to be stingy. Stingy in the sense is not, I don't know whether the stingy that comes in your mind is not giving people money. Me, I love giving. That's in me. But I'm very stingy when I want to move up.
Okay.
Now, take for an example for me, when I started with 100,000 euros for L2 Company Limited, just imagine you don't have the infrastructure. You see, in IT, it's very expensive. You don't even have the know-how, even how to register. The registration of my company was based on the now Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. Just imagine, he's still my close friend, but as a company, we don't based on that. I'm just focused on what I call the secrecy of me. You know, based on the 100,000, start moving my business. If I take, just imagine 100,000, you take 20,000 from that money, they are the cost. That's the honest truth. Because I'll be thinking, this is the come back again. That's the mindset of me. That is exactly how I grow. You know, I used to say, even my manager now, my now manager for Connect Entrepreneur SL Limited, you know, he opened more of my ideas because he's very stingy like me. Me, I like giving. There are times when I used to give, he said, Mr. Peter, in fact, CEO, Temple, take it easy. You stingy. I was like, oh, yes, I know that. But the way of doing things, you understand, as an entrepreneur, will make you move from where you are to another level. If you think you will be like this all the time, open up, you never move.
Now, tell us some of the benefits you've got from this entrepreneurship.
Thank God I've got a lot of things towards this. Trust me, I've got a lot of things towards it. And I'm still aspiring for more. I'm still yearning for things. Because at the end of the day, what I want to do, it's not about the money, but it's about creating impact to young people. Just imagine, as a company, we don't have the fund to give free websites to people. It pains me, but what matters is we are giving it to the society because we want to have a genuine database of all young people, SMEs, startup businesses, NGOs, and MDAs. So we give them free of charge websites. So if you look at the frontline based, trust me, it's really huge. We have people that we've worked for, professional people, we've worked for them. Our clientele, even as a startup, we are still going up. We are not yet there because the vision is still going up. My manager has a greater vision. There are times I used to say, you have a greater vision than me. Even though there are times he used to say, he gets a very bigger vision than me. There's just a way that you know, be able to inspire other young innovators. Just for an example, last year, just for time, last year I did an awards night for young innovators, in Sierra Leone. Just imagine, you just have few innovators because the level is recognizing those young people. I have accolades from friends abroad. Oh, my man, you are thinking like what? I was like, not me, we. There's always a statement about we are thinking more because it's not about being a temple, it's about development, it's about nation building, it's about the society, how you can impact lives. Yes, the money will come. The money will definitely come. It will come. Then I will not hide those feelings from people. It will come. Because if we decide to develop free websites for people, starting from this week, which was Monday, up to now we are still developing free websites. People are still coming. And we are still encouraging people to come. Our hands are open to NGOs who want to have a website. You have NGOs in this country they don't have a website. Trust me, it pains me, it bugs me, it distracts me. Because at the end of the day, you're like, oh God, what is going on? But the level here is we need to create, as we've started, the environment for young people.
Okay, this is Youth Arena. We'll be right back. As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education, and entertainment. And for far too long, you have been looking for that platform to showcase all those things. Oh well, here is the platform that gives you the opportunity to voice out the problems that are affecting you in your society and to showcase your talents and innovative skills. Join the conversation on Youth Arena with Cecilia and Sesay every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. on Freetown Television Network, Channel 35, as I bring you interesting stories and topics around youth world. As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education, and entertainment. And for far too long, you have been looking for that platform to showcase all those things. Oh well, here is the platform that gives you the opportunity to voice out the problems that are affecting you in your society and to showcase your talents and innovative skills. Join the conversation on Youth Arena with Cecilia and Sesay every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. on Freetown Television Network, Channel 35, as I bring you interesting stories and topics around youth world. As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education, and entertainment. And for far too long, you have been looking for that platform to showcase all those things. Oh well, here is the platform that gives you the opportunity to voice out the problems that are affecting you in your society and to showcase your talents and innovative skills. Join the conversation on Youth Arena with Cecilia and Sesay every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. on Freetown Television Network, Channel 35, as I bring you interesting stories and topics around youth world. As young people, we go
don't come with better provision. Now you can check credit for 10 minutes. Girl, star 808 hash, now you that. So if you not be known for no, make you tell your party, make him tell him party. No forget for tell that you baby and your loved ones say. Now 1,000 you say, that's all the thing go. Now it's made and tell you again, no. Orange don't do one again. 1,000 you don't stop 10 minutes. Now orange to orange, the body. Electric day free tongue or upline. Import code will buy for supply pipeline. Star 808 hash na the line. So from Buna the word that Wali na for cha-cha. Cha-cha. Anytime you get long talk na for cha-cha. 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 As you subscribe so you time don't start. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Anytime you get long talk na for cha-cha. 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 As you subscribe so you time don't start. Orange make a cheapo. I don't try and this not to fake oh. I just a talk, I touch a 1,000. This facility them bring is sweetie. Well, Buckle, no worry for credit. If you not subscribe, party na the temdi. Na star 808 hash. But as you subscribe, your money don't start. Na cha-cha. I feel like for me man the way the other side. Oh dear, party na for think and fine. Na for one can make you join the line. Therefore make back tea, but one go cha-cha. Now it's made and tell you again, no. Orange don't do one again. 1,000 don't stop 10 minutes. Now orange to orange the body. Electric day free tongue or upline. Import code will buy for supply pipeline. Star 808 hash na the line. So from Buna the word that Wali na for cha-cha. Cha-cha. Anytime you get long talk na for cha-cha. 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 As you subscribe so you time don't start. Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Anytime you get long talk na for cha-cha. 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 As you subscribe so you time don't start. Cha-cha. 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 Wali na for cha-cha. 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 Wali na for cha-cha.
As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education, and entertainment. And for far too long, you have been looking for that platform to showcase all those things. Oh well, here is the platform that gives you the opportunity to voice out the problems that are affecting you in your society and to showcase your talents and innovative skills. Join the conversation on Youth Arena with Cecilia and Sesay every Thursday 5 to 6 p.m. on Freetown Television Network, Channel 35. Yes, welcome back. This is Youth Arena coming to you live on Freetown Television Network, Channel 35, and of course on Freetown Radio 90.5 FM. And in the studio today, we have been discussing on social entrepreneurship and innovation. And we've been joined in the studio by another innovator who has innovated a TV station of his own. And he is no less a person but Amara Sesay. Welcome to the program.
Welcome.
Yes, so I'm not going to allow you to rest. I start straight off with you. Tell us, how did you came about with your innovation? Where did you develop the ideas?
Well, it all started when I was in primary school.
time because my uncle is a very strict man. So at that time, we are not allowed to watch movies. We are not allowed to watch movies, especially DVD, only SBC. And during that year, SBC, they don't play movies, only news. So I came up with the idea of bypassing a DVD signal to a radio or a wave, or using to transmit it to the television as a station. At that time it was only 10 meter range. So what I did, I took the DVD from the parlor, I went to it inside the room, and then built the system and connected together. So when my uncle came, he saw we were watching movie and he asked us, he said, this is a new TV station. So we are sitting there, since it's a TV station, allow us. So we watch, but as time goes on, when the discs finish, I have to go inside the room to change the discs. I say, what is happening? Whenever the TV station goes out, you enter, then another movies play. So they went and check inside, saw the whole thing. So after then, I stopped the whole innovation because he was a very strict guy, man. So it was enforcing me to study very hard. So I have to come up with good performance in school. I have to take the first position. That was his own law at home. So I was studying about innovation until after when I started my class. And then think of it to build it again. For now, it is 100 meter range.
Okay, so tell us, how does this TV station work? How does it operate?
Right? As a TV station, it has a transmitter, it has a radio wave modeler to combine both sound and video together, and also it has an amplifier because when the signal enters into the transmitter, it go out as weak signal, so I have to amplify it a little bit, then transmit it with an antenna to distribute the wave outside.
Okay.
That's how it operates.
We'll come back to you. You're going to tell us something about some of the problems you're going through. Now over to you, Peter. What's the way forward of your entrepreneurship company, the Level 2 Company Limited?
The way forward for now is to create the legal environment for startup companies, and that is creating a free website for them. People who thinks they want a website, because if you have your business without having the necessary, putting the necessary mitigation in place, that is for outsiders to know more of what you're doing, you understand, there is no way that you can swim within the 21st century in the technological world. So we decided to create a free website for SMEs, big business, and that of NGOs. We create the website for them, and then since we are also hosting, because we already have the platform of hosting the said website, it's not free of charge because we do free maintenance and upgrades for them, because we look at, we know exactly what we want to create, you understand, in the long run. That Sierra Leone, wherein people out there could definitely market themselves internationally. That is what we want to create. And also as a company, we also take up the challenge, of creating, also networking with a new startup company, which is Connect Entrepreneur, managed by Jonathan Wilson, to create something that has never been done before in Sierra Leone, which is the first social network. We've already developed the platform, and also it's not going to be a web-based system. It's also going to be linked with an application. So it's going to be, I would say more than Facebook, because the whole initiative of Connect Entrepreneur has a very big names than all those other things. Because when I sit with the manager and the way he puts things, the way we create things, it's just something extraordinary. So these are the things also, and also we've just been opportune to link with them, in developing a national entrepreneurship bootcamp. ever in the history of Sierra Leone, wherein you learn more, you get more ideas into the business world. You want to, you will listen to people, industrious people from all over, from part of African countries that will come in Sierra Leone to spurge them up that I need to do this. This is what I started before having these companies. You will see a startup, company that started, there was a time when I was fortunate to meet with is the CEO of the biggest company. It's the second biggest cocoa company in Ghana. We met at the airport. We were discussing. Just imagine from where they started. We still communicate. I was even talking to the manager that he wants to be part and parcel of the summit, the boot camp event. So that tells you that it's going, and Sierra Leone in terms of entrepreneurship is taking up.
So what's the boot camping event is all about?
Well, I think on that part, I don't need to say much, because there's a head, towards those the old ideas. That he will definitely say more when the opportunity comes in for an interview. He will come in and then he will open up the whole, blueprint of what exactly this bootcamp event will be all about. For me, all what we are pursuing, you understand, as a company, to be in such a forum, to develop such a platform that will change lives, that will change Sierra Leoneans. Just imagine the social network. If you are not an entrepreneur, you have no business in there. It's purely on entrepreneurs. So it sells Sierra Leone locally made products to international. It links lawyers to lawyers, teachers to teachers, bankers to bankers, banking institution to banking institution, entrepreneurs to banking institution. It's something that the banks really are going to benefit. That is something extraordinary. Banks are really going to have more than what they even expected, because at the end of the day, that network has already been in place.
Okay. Now let me bring you in, Amara. What are some of the challenges you went through in creating your TV station?
Well, as I said before, my uncle is a very strict man. So during those times, it was very hard for me, because whenever I come to work, when let's me doing innovation or thinking or creating something, gets angry at me, say I'm just fooling around, how to study, how to he was thinking about more of the educational aspect, to go to school, come up with good grades. So that is one of my challenges. So even the first transmitter that I built, when I went holiday, when I came back, I didn't eat it. It was thrown away, so I have to wait, because that was what told me to wait until I took my hours. From then I can do whatever. So after I took my hours, I have to start up again and look fresh.
So how did you meet with Doherty? Because he actually spoke about you working as a team in the innovative stuff.
Yeah, we met as a team. At that time, when I went to Prince of Peace Senior Secondary School, we met when I was in SS1 at that time. So our science teacher, Mr. Alpha, he asked us to come up with a project to build something, to show that science students, they have to build something and bring it to put it in the class. So at that time, I, Derrick and Christopher Gaga, even though he's not here, we met at that time, so we were discussing about what we want to build. From there, we met as a friend from since then. It was, I think, 2014. So then we became friends. And now he even stayed with me.
Yes, this is Youth Arena. Now let's take a look at what this young minded youth have done, have created in their own little ways. Let's take a look at some of the things they've created, how they are operating, and let's see their creativity skills.
Our family as soon as they see now. At the program, so they do live scanning at the inside the bush lab. As soon as I see that man they grab, and they see I'm back at the television. So this Auto was saying like oh, it's not true. As not all the same. Now see the man. So now see. Remember, as soon as all the same, I'm inside the bush lab. I got to go to the plan in the most part. This is a testing transmission. Go sit down there. Sit up at the chair. As soon as all the same. That's the transmission. And at the sign, the above the camera. As soon as all the same, this is a live TV program right inside the Wushu app. As soon as back the scene. It's not a fake home, it's not a fake home. Now see my hair to the TV station, they make phone call. Yeah. So it's not a fake call, it's not between. I can't watch, don't ask myself. How it's not tell me? Right inside the Wushu line. Inside the police line. Police wait, the acts of
Yes, that was the TV station that Amara Sesay created and innovated in his own, and we've seen how it's working, but then we need to hear how it came about, what it takes him to put that together. So Amara, please explain to us how you put together that wonderful TV station.
For my studies in Prince of Wales and my research from Google, I came about this wonderful TV station where I started. By that time I was not having a lot of idea, but now I have a lot of idea, which when I included in it with my innovation, it will boom up. As I said before, it was 10 meters, now it is 100, and from 100 I'm going to amplify it to 10 my range. So I started by creating a way. First the input, camera, DVD player, or CCTV camera. You can also use it as the input of the device. From there to transistor. From the transistor is there to combine both the video and the sound system together using some vibration, using induction, capacitor, resistor to create that vibration. That is to create a frequency, and the frequency is between 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz, so it is within radio range. So whenever the TV station is on, you can even pick it up from the radio, the sound, because it is within that range. The range is within the radio frequency.
Okay, so what's your final word to viewers out there?
Well, what I want to say to people out there is that most of the time when I imagine about my uncle, always education, so at that time I was thinking, so I can't express myself out to people only education. So even though it was a good thing, because by now the knowledge here is it's okay, but I want to send out my word to people that it's not all education. There are people that have something inside them. If only they can express it out, it will create a change. But the platform is not here in Sierra Leone for short people or some creative mind like that. So with this my TV station, because that is the main aim, to create that platform for people to express. Because there are people right now we don't know them, but they are capable of doing greater things. So whatever they are doing, let them have the courage, the mindset, and stay focused, because sometimes things are not easy. So you have to be very strong, you have to motivate yourself, you have to think very hard, stand strong, stay still, then I hope one day you will come to.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Amara's message, and he is saying that it's not all about education. Please don't get him wrong. He's not saying education is not important. As a school-going people, you have to be serious with your academics, but he is saying that sometimes we have to think about our creative skills. Thank you very much. Now let's have a look at what Derrick Doherty created in his own little corner. Derrick, you come and sit now.
AC current or voltage turn on. Now I can power on now the switch. I can power on the switch.
Left hand the meter. I'm in the first year. That DC so you don't shock out.
As you see, when I connect the when I put on the switch, you see the bulb. This is like a 220 power source and above, an MP power. We all know what say battery not able to put on an MP bulb. Unless you create a system, you say they vibrate for creating power. So I build a circuit way to see if for combat.
Yes, that was the inverter system innovated by Derrick Doherty. So Derrick, please tell us how you go about making that into existence.
Well, it's pretty a long journey. It works by simply using a battery power, okay, because it uses battery as the main power source. But the battery is being fed by a solar or a windmill device. Now, the battery power a system which I build. I build a system that can transform a DC source. A DC means a battery power or a solar or any other means besides engine or other means here. So what the circuit I build it is that it takes in a battery power and transform it into AC source. For instance, okay, what is AC? AC is a power we use to power on high stuff, like when you say 110 volt or 220 volts. These are all ACs here, current here. So I build a device that transforms that battery, that low power. In other words, I can multiply, let me say, from 12 volts to 220 volts. That's the basic idea. It's how to manipulate energy, because we can't run our homes on battery. Get me? A battery can't put on your TV, your Bluetooth sets, or your microwave, or your cooker. It can't happen unless you have something that can change the battery from a battery power, which is a DC power, to an AC power.
Okay, what's your final word to viewers out there? Okay,
my final word is that we need support to improve. My main aim is to bring energy into the rural areas, into the hard to reach zone. There are kids out there who need what I've done, who need this device to help them study, to help them do a lot. Yeah. So support us and make our dream come true by powering hard to reach zones. Thank you.
If someone wants to support you, how can that person reach you?
Okay, well, to contact me, my number is 034 138 634.
Okay, thank you very much. Finally, before we leave the studio, tell us your final word about your company.
We are here for young people, and we'll always be here for young people. No matter if we go, among the top first richest company in West Africa, wow, we'll still be here for the young people. Yeah. Because there's always the saying, catch them when they're young, and we are still constituting that fact that we should always catch them when we are always young. And also we want to see how we could create the enable environment for young people, organization, MDAs and startup, and also bring the knowledge of entrepreneurship to the doorstep of every Sierra Leonean, because that's our main target right now for this year 2020. And by the grace of God, we will accomplish that. It's not by the way we do it, but it's by perseverance, dedication, focus, and sincerity. We'll definitely accomplish all those goals. I know definitely by God being our helper and our guide, we'll accomplish all those things. For people, we're encouraging people to come in, because other people have started coming in for the website. It's very secure. Security is one of the most paramount things that we look out for in terms of developing websites for our clients. We're encouraging everybody to come. If you have an organization, if you're an MPH, you're an SME, a startup business, whether it be in a blog, whether it be in a restaurant, whether it be in a supermarket, you need a website, you need an application, we can develop those things for you for free. And then you pay for hostings, and for just imagine the minimal cost of hostings, which is very cheap. You just come to us, we develop something that somebody will kill you for, you don't even have the money. But we create a new environment for you, whether e-commerce, e-business, and the likes. We have the environments to do it for you. So if you
how can someone reach you?
Yes, if you want to reach us, you can just come to 91 4th Street off Circular Road, or you could contact 079 079 001 800. I repeat again, 079 001 800, or you could call us another one, 099 139 347. I repeat again, 099 139 347. We always open up 91 4th Street off Circular Road, Kasima Building, 2nd floor.
Okay, thank you very much, Derrick, Doherty, Peter Temple, and Amara, Sesay, for being with us in the studio. This is Youth Arena, coming to you live on Freetown Television Network, channel 35, and of course on Freetown Radio 90.5 FM. Many thanks to our producer, Crispin George, commonly known as Raptor behind the camera, and to our studio person in the control room, Iben and Alusine. Many thanks to you for being with us in the program. I am your host, Cecilia Alice Sesay. See you next week. As young people, we go through so many challenges, difficulties, and some tough situations that seem to be stumbling block to us achieving our goal. Oh yes, I know it's happening because I am a youth. But hey, in the midst of all those trials and others, we still have that young and vibrant brain that thinks about creativity, innovation, education,